Musical icons Fats Domino and the Baptiste, actor John Larroquette and NFL legend Marshall Faulk. They all called the Ninth Ward home. Rebuilding here has taken longer than any other neighborhood ravaged by Hurricane Katrina.
It's also been dubbed a food desert for lack of grocery stores. But the city of New Orleans says over $500 million has been invested in the lower Ninth Ward.
WDSU reporter Travers Mackel joins us now with the biggest challenges ahead as we look to the next decade of Katrina recovery.
In the days and weeks after Hurricane Katrina, it's a neighborhood name that the country got to know well, the lower Ninth Ward. A predominantly African-American neighborhood of close-knit, hard-working people, but it was also plagued with some problems like poverty and crime. 10 years later, like many streets down here in the lower Ninth, the road to recovery has been bumpy, but many people say they're starting to see progress. Like so many disasters that came before it, the Ninth Ward remains a tourist attraction 10 years after the storm. And all the sightseers still make Donald Pritchard's eyes soar.
Thank you.
He lives directly across the street from the exact spot where the levees broke and is back home with a bird's eye view of the city he loves.
I lived in this immediate area all my life, 55 years.
And despite a checkerboard neighborhood of new homes, old ones, destroyed ones, and empty lots, he sees signs of progress in the lower Ninth.
It's much better now. Much better.
Charmaine Marchand likes to hear that. The attorney represented this part of the city as a member of the state legislature when Katrina hit and in the years following. She still lives in the area, less than a mile from the levee breach, and says recovery has been slow.
At the end of the day, we still can't get a lot of things down here because our population's not back. Our population's not back because opportunities weren't here. Opportunities weren't here because infrastructure wasn't here.
Marchand says she had to battle for recovery dollars in Baton Rouge at the state capitol. And more importantly, she had to beat away what she calls an effort to just let this area go.
Hell yes, it upsets me. This is where I live. This is where I grew up.
And at community meetings in the city and at the state capitol, Marchand says residents stepped up to make sure this area didn't become green space or an industrial park. Almost immediately following Katrina, the people who called this area home had some star power behind them.
We knew we couldn't bring back the families and friends that were lost, bring back the heirlooms, the pictures, but maybe in the process of rebuilding, we could build something smarter. We could create a better way of life for the people who live there.
Brad Pitt created the Make It Right Foundation in 2007, and since then, the nonprofit he formed has built more than 100 homes in the lower Ninth, all eco-friendly houses. They were given to qualified residents who wanted to come home, but struggled with the means to get back. People like Robert Green.
I'm an original rooftop rider, one of the first residents to return back to the north side of the lower Ninth Ward.
He's also president of the Neighborhood Association, sells T-shirts and mugs to tourists, and lives in a make-it-right home.
Built better, he's built wider, he's built greener. So what else can I say? We are here thanks to him, 150 strong.
But while the Brad Pitt homes are filled, others are not.
It's the lowest recovery rate of all the neighborhoods.
Dr. Allison Plyer runs the Greater New Orleans Data and Research Center.
I mean, folks might find the recovery rates in the lower Ninth Ward disturbing, but I'm not sure that they'll find them shocking.
The average household income is around $33,000 a year, and the poverty rate is well above the city's average of 27%. It's knocking on the door of 40%. And Dr. Plyer also says only 37% of the pre-Katrina population is back.
A lot of the homes were built by families, and then they just handed them down without always doing all the paperwork. So that when Katrina hit, the person who owned the house didn't have the paperwork to prove that they owned it, and that made it harder for them to apply to Road Home and other programs that might have helped them rebuild.
And then there's the crime issue.
Crime was a major problem.
City leaders are well aware of the lingering problems, but are cautiously optimistic about change, pointing to 2 new schools, a community center, firehouse, and library.
It'll be a take time kind of thing, but if the people follow the investment that we're making and make their own, I think it'll become and go back to the viable community it always was.
There's progress.
And here's another good sign. The city has put a priority on repairing streetlights since Hurricane Katrina. More than 770 have been replaced or repaired in this area. Scott and Margaret.
And happening right now, almost $59 million in road repairs and improvements.
And as far as reducing blight, the city of New Orleans says 535 structures have been demolished or brought into compliance.
Owning a home is the American dream. But many in the 9th Ward found themselves living a nightmare 10 years ago. Up next, what's being done to help bring that dream back to this part of the city as we examine Katrina 10 years forward.